Hi class, I'm sorry we weren't able to finish our lesson for today. Dr. Nelson is looking into upgrading Zoom for all of us because we're getting knocked off. And we're not able to finish our lessons. So I wanted to go ahead and finish up today on simplifying fractions. What we had was, the next one we were about to do was 3/9. Okay? We need to find out all the common factors that they have. So we know 1 times 3 is 3. That's the only thing that we know 3 has a factor of, is 1 and 3. For 9, I make it like this because I know 1 times 9 is 9. Then I'm going to go to, my next number is 2. Can 2 times something equal 9? No. 3, we know 3 times 3 is 9. And then this is their greatest common factor, is 3. So we're going to take 3, we're going to divide it by 3, and 9, we're also going to divide that by 3, because we want to get down into the simplest form. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. We now are at its simplest form. Think about simplest form is reducing. We want to reduce down to the smallest fraction possible. All right, let's look at the next one. I think it was, I'm not sure. Look at the one that says, I think it was 2/3. 2/3. Look at the one problem that said 2/3. Well, we need to find out what is its simplest form. So we know that 1 times 2 is 2. We know that 1 times 3 is 3. There's nothing else. So the only thing they have in common, the greatest common they have, is 1. So if we already know, we're going to do 2 divided by 1, we already know is the same number, 2. 3 divided by 1 is 3. So this is already in its simplest form. It cannot go down any further. Okay? Simplest form. So you don't even have to, if you know it's 1, you don't need to divide it by 1 and 3 divided by 1, because we know anything divided by 1 is that same number. Okay? We're going to move on. Let me see. I'm going to check off the ones that I've done. I did this one, I did this one. All right, so now let's go over to 12/16. Oh my goodness. 12/16. This is not a good eraser. Or maybe this is too dark of a marker. Let's try different marker. All right, let's try this. Let's do 12/16. Over here is where we're going to put our work. Okay? 12. We know 1 times 12 is 12. Now I'm going to go to 2. 2 times something equal 12? Yeah. 2 times 6 is equal to 12. Now let's go on to 3. Does 3 times something equal 12? Oh yeah, we know 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Let me scoot this over a little bit so you don't get confused. So our numbers, our factors here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. We do it from smallest to largest so that we are able to see what the greatest common factor is that they have in common. 16, we know 1 times 16 is 16. Let's go to 2. Does 2 times something equal 16? Yes, we know 2 times 8 is 16. Okay, now let's go to 3. We know 3 times 5 is 15, not 16, so 3 is not. 4, does 4 times something equal 16? Oh yeah, 4 times 4 is equal to 16. The greatest common factor they have in common, they don't have 12 or 16, 6 or 8, but look at this. They have 4 in common. So our next step would be to divide by 4. Each section, each numerator and denominator are both going to be divided by the same. Just like we did in equivalent fractions, we had to multiply the same number. Now we're dividing. We're making it in simple form. 12 divided by 4. 4 times equals 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 16 divided by 4, or 4 times what is 16? We know 16 divided by 4 is 4. So this is your simplest form for 12/16. Okay? We're going to go a couple more. Let's see, 5 over 15. I'm looking here, I already see there's a 5, but let's go through the process. 1 times 5 is 15. 15 is 1 times 15 is 15. 2 times something, no. We know 3 times 5, just 4? No. So these are the factors of 15. 1, 3, 5, and 15. The greatest one they have in common is 5. So then we're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5, we know is 3 times 5 is 15. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. 5/15, the simplest form is 1/3. Okay, 2 more. All right. We have 5/8. 5/8 equals something smaller, hopefully. We'll see. 5. We know 1 times 5 is 5. For 8, we know 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times nothing does not work. Do they have 5 in common? No. 8, 4, no, no. The only thing they have in common is, here we go, 1. So we're already in our simplest form because we hit 1. We did 5 divided by 1 would be 5. 8 divided by 1 would be 8. So it's already in its simplest form. Let's see, 2/8. 2/8 equals, well, let's see, what do we got? 1 times 2 is the only thing. 1 times 2. For 8, we have 1 times 8 is 8. We have 2 times 4 is 8. And 3 times does not work. So the greatest common factor they have in common is 2. So we're going to divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Your simplest form is 1/4. I hope that helps. I will give another video going back to equivalent fractions as well. Okay, so this is in simplest form, and the other was, and we're dividing to get it smaller, whereas equivalent fractions we can make even bigger, and they are equivalent to that smaller fraction. So we're going both ways. Okay, thank you. I hope that helped.